Hi, welcome to another episode of Metaphysical Moments. I'm your host, Sid Patrick, International Psychic Medium. Today, I'm bringing us a guest all the way down from Denver, Colorado. Her name is Trenny Simmons, and she is a medium and a friend of mine for a little bit of time now. Trenny and I have been doing some work lately around the United States, and we're going to talk to you a little bit today about that. So join us in just a moment when I bring you Trenny Simmons. Welcome back, and as I promised, here she is, Trenny Simmons. Hey Trenny, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Great. So one of the things I want to share with the audience is tell us a little bit about your journey into mediumship.
Well, it started a long time ago, actually. I had a lot of psychic ability as a child, and I had a lot of dreams of my brother passing over and over. And when I was 20, he actually did get killed, and he showed up in spirit to announce his passing, but we didn't know he was dead yet. Where he passed away is a very remote area, and so I was awakened in the middle of the night by his spirit in there, and it was, to this day, probably the most crystal clear image of spirit I've ever had, because it was just like looking at you. And he said that he wanted to tell me he was going home and that he loved me, and I knew what he meant, and I actually asked if I could go with him. And before he went to the door, he turned around and he laughed at me and he said, "You have a lot to do." And the next day we got a call from the coroner, and someone had seen his wreckage and everything and called us. So they were looking for family. And after that, I think the door that he was supposed to shut did not shut because all these people started coming in. And it took about 3 years to make sense of it.
Good, and that truly is kind of the story of some mediums, usually a trauma or a passing or a death, but that is definitely a unique experience, and that's kind of heart-touching the way that it has taken you on your journey.
Yes.
Because it's actually taken you to several states and places and TV shows and radio shows and all kinds of journey.
So much good. You always hear kind of a cliche that a lot of good can come out of pain, and it really can if you embrace it. And I don't want to say, I do call it an opportunity, because his passing and my contract, our soul contract together, then allowed me the opportunity to help heal thousands of people.
And beautiful.
If I can leave someone feeling better than when they came into me, that's the goal.
Yes, and that should be the goal of every medium.
Yes.
Okay, so a little bit about how we met.
Okay.
So let's talk a little bit about that. So I'm going to let you chime in on that because you kind of surprised me one day. So let's talk about that.
I had come into Marrero actually to do my first event ever in the New Orleans area, and there was a woman sitting in the event, and I read for her. And Spirit actually ratted her out to me that she was also a medium, because she had kind of snuck in there and didn't say anything to me. There's a specific light that will show up above them when they have the same abilities, and I saw the light, and I said to her, "You do what I do, but I don't think you wanted me to know that." And she laughed. Afterwards, she said, "You need to come to the center. You need to meet Sid." And it turns out she was one of your readers there. And so several months went by, but I actually went in there and did kind of surprise you.
Yes.
Caught you off guard.
You did, and it's an immediate
who's this crazy woman?
Who's this crazy woman? And I know I'm a little crazy, and I was like, wow. So since we've met, and let's share this with the audience, since we've met, we've done several shows together. I actually come up to Denver. You come down here all the time, and this is your second home from home. We've been to Vegas together and did a show there at a Metaphysical place, and you go there regular clients there. But one of the things that we want to talk to the audience about is that we're getting ready to start a journey of our own.
Yes, we continue it.
Continue it together. And what's really cool about, well, I'm going to let you tell, why would someone want us to do a reading for? What is it about that we do? What are we different, how we're alike?
Well, I think we read completely different, because you were trained in England. I can't even say I was trained over here. I think Spirit trained me, because I didn't have any formal training whatsoever. It just took years of Spirit teaching me what they meant through their telepathy. But I think you and I hit different areas of the same people. So if we're on the same person who maybe lost their father, he may show you aspects that I don't see, and vice versa, and then we can heal more areas and deliver more messages.
Absolutely, and that's what's so great about what most people love about the galleries that we do at their homes and the gatherings that we do. And so what we want to share today with the public is that Trenny and I are going to be on the road soon. And it's little small town mediums, that's her caption, small town mediums. So we're going to be doing some traveling in the north and the south. And we're going to probably be in a town near you very soon. So,
and if you're on Instagram, hashtag small town medium, and you can follow it on there.
Very good. And if you're interested in a gallery at your home, where we're traveling, let us know. If we're in your area, we'll stop in. We're going to also be going to some metaphysical shops. We're also going to be I'm actually in Dallas. I think I've booked this hotel where we're going to be doing a show in Dallas. But we're going to definitely going all over the south and the north. We're going to plan to hit
But you
Alabama.
northern people are
Yes.
not going to see us in the winter months.
No.
Sorry.
No. Yes, the winter months are going to be the south, and then the summer months will be in the north. And it looks like we're going to, I think we're going to go to like Tennessee, we're going to go to Alabama, we're going to go to Florida, we're going to go around North Carolina, South Carolina area. We're going to travel through there. Then we're going to hit Texas and do all. Texas itself is a huge state, but I know Houston, I know Dallas, probably Austin and San Antonio will be our stops in Texas.
And I think Columbia, South Carolina is
a good stop.
Yes, it is.
So if you're in any of those areas, or if you have friends in those areas, have them watch this show, and there's going to be some information posted at the end on how to reach us.
Yeah, and if there's any of those small towns that are around those areas, I think our goal is to bring it to you, because we know it's kind of hard for all of you to be able to get into the city, and it's very expensive to do that. So if you live in a small town and you want us to bring it to you, let us know.
Yes, we definitely can do that. Some of the shows we've done in the past together, we did a Metaphysical Madness, which was a crazy Halloween show, and it was kind of goofy and funny. And then we did some Whispers from Spirit. We brought that one to Vegas when we did Vegas. And we have a new series coming up called Into the Light. And that'll be first starting in a very small town, in a bayou town actually, Louisiana, right outside of Lockport. And it's going to be at the Bayou Theater. And we're going to take that show probably on the road, Into the Light. And we hope to see some of you guys out there while we're doing our travel. So please email us. That information will be up at the end of the show. Email us, get to know us. And
I think some of the other events that we do too, besides just gallery-style seating events, is going to be perhaps rehearsal dinners for weddings and baby showers and bridal showers and birthday parties and family reunions. I've done a lot of those. And some people get really confused on something like that, where you might have 100 or 200 people show up, and there's no way everybody's going to get a reading during those things. But what we will do is hit as many people and deliver as many messages as possible.
Yes. And we do pretty good with that.
Yes, we do.
We've had parties as little as 6 and as many as a couple of hundred.
Yeah.
And so, and everywhere in between.
Yeah.
And I have to say, even with the couple of hundred, we hit every section or every area of that event.
Yeah, try not to leave any section out or any table.
Right, or any table out. So give us a call and or give us an email, and we look forward to hearing from you. A little bit about our styles. Trenny taps right into the family tree and sees who is passing the tree. I get the messages. I'm the one that gets the symbols. I get all kind of crazy symbols, and it's kind of funny. Now and then Trenny has to calm me down just a little bit, but she's good at that, as you can see. And and it's a lot of fun. Believe me, this is not, I don't think it's, some people think it might be sad. It's really not a sad event. It's more of a healing, and it's uplifting. We find more people walk away uplifted from our events than anything else.
Yes.
And we're always there to answer your questions. So there's definitely some emails for you to, down there for you to follow. There's some email information if you have any questions about what we do, how we do it. We're always there to answer them. Trenny's email will be there. Her contact information will be at the end of the series, as well as my own. And you can contact either one of us. We definitely work together. Not 100% she does private readings, I do private readings. But when it comes to group things, we definitely work together on them. If she's in your area and I'm not, she's wonderful. If I'm in the area and she's not,
he's wonderful.
There you go. So, enjoy us. We definitely enjoy bringing you messages from your loved ones, and we really look forward to working with you. Anything else you want to add?
I'm sure, but we have that long of a segment.
Okay. Oh. So, again, along with this clip, I think we're going to be able to also post some video clips from some of our shows. And so you can look at that as well and follow us and just let us know what you want. If you want us to stop in your town and we're heading that way, we definitely don't mind, no matter how small it is. Just email us and we'll give you the information. Anything else?
Yeah, I like to do really small towns with their town halls.
Yes.
Yeah, I actually have one coming up in Mississippi. That's my second time out to this town hall, and it maybe holds 30 people. Yeah, and I mean it's tiny, but it's great.
Yes.
So.
And here locally, we even did a series for the Masons, and
yes.
Yes, and we had a series at several venues around the city of New Orleans. So if you're definitely in the New Orleans area, Denver area, look us up, because I get to Denver not as much as she gets to New Orleans. She's trying to make it that way, but
we're working on it.
We're working on it, but definitely give us a call. And again, I want to thank you for joining us for this episode of Metaphysical Moments, and we'll see you soon.
Your husband passed away?
Yes.
He was military?
Yes.
He was war veteran?
Yes.
Okay, that's him. Okay. There's all sorts of men coming in on this side of the room over here. Okay. So anyway, he's coming forward first. He's stepping forward. Now, he passed away of health condition?
Yes.
Okay. Did he have a heart problem?
Yes.
Okay. Because he is pointing to his chest, and so I do see heart problem with him too. Okay. He says he had more than one health problem.
Yes.
Okay. He says nothing was working right. Okay. Now, did he smoke at one time too?
Yes.
Because he smelled like smoke to me.
Yes.
Okay.
And maybe
All
it's
right.
a cigar.
Cigars. Okay. I was like, there's a lot of smoke coming in with this guy. Now he wants to talk about, did he actually get to pass at home? Because he did not like hospitals one single bit. He had to go to the hospital? Okay. Military hospital. Okay. He was stubborn about that.
Yes.
Yes, very much so. Okay. Now he wants to talk about too, you were still married when he passed away, correct?
Yes.
He is showing me a rose, which is a symbol. The colors of the roses mean different things. The color of that rose means we were still married when I transitioned. Okay?
Yes.
All right. He also, I think, indicates to me that he died near a birthday or holiday.
Yes, his own.
His own birthday. Okay. Was it right next to it? I think
Yes.
the day before?
Yes.
Okay. He's coming through with that. All right. And he says, I love you, but I tell you what, this guy has some problems communicating his emotions. Because he's coming through and he says, I'm sorry that I didn't communicate with you the way I needed to. And he says, will you please tell her I love her? Okay.
That's nice.
Now,
Did his wife pass as well? Was she a very old-fashioned woman too? She actually shows me that. This actually shows me this because it's just funny how they show me things like this. I actually see her like in a white dress with the hat and like the umbrella, the whole works. So you understand? It's like wow. Like I mean, like you know, she really would do stuff like that. And also too, she was the joker. So she was the fun one in the family. He was fun and lovable, but that's why they married. They both had very good senses of humor. Know that they're still together. They still hold hands. They still, because like I said, she is like right with him, side by side. Your father's making the funniest jokes about the toilet. What kind of, do you have a bidet?
Sort of, yeah. So,
Yeah. Okay.
well, I also have problems with the toilets.
He's
We've had to have them ripped out.
I know.
They're those.
Okay. He's loving it. I gotta tell you. But just know. I just, you know, as I get with them, I feel that right now, because you're doing the construction, that they're really with you a lot. So don't be surprised if you don't see things moving around your house, because that'll happen, especially during construction. Or you'll swear you dropped something and it won't be there when you go back. So know that's how they're going to communicate with you while you're doing this, so they will be there with you for that. There's also something about a round mirror, so I need to say that too. They keep showing me that. I don't know if that's going to go in the bathroom, because they're so fixated on the bathroom.
They are.
You know?